Okay, you guys, we're at the basement level now. I'm gonna kind of walk you through room by room this basement. There's some really cool, unique features, including this amazing ceiling. I've been through a lot of homes in the last 24 years selling real estate. I love when I find something that's unusual and unique, and that ceiling is definitely one of them. Really think that's fun. So I'll flip the camera around. We'll kind of walk through room by room, kind of show you what we got going. Okay, we're gonna start at the bottom of the stairs here. As we come down into the bottom of the stairs, that's the room that I was just in. But before we go in there, I'm gonna flip the camera this direction. I wanna walk in this room that's kind of unfinished. This is the mechanical room. But there's another really cool feature I wanted to point out here. So you've got a double electric panels here. This, if you're not aware of radon gas, that's a radon gas system. If you're not aware of it, ring me up and I will definitely share with you critical, important information about radon gas and why you need to protect yourself from it. So this mechanical room is quite large. You can see these orange pipes. That's part of the system, I believe, for the fire sprinkler system to avoid any fire damage. You've got double water heaters, a water softener there. Then that radon system that I mentioned, you have dual furnaces. One is going to be for the main level, one is going to be for this basement level. They both have their own AC systems. But then in here, you're like, oh, that's weird. You got this finished room through the mechanical room. Well, that's because this room is your cold storage. A lot of times, most times, you will not see this cold storage room this large or finished like this. But this one, in this case, is fully finished. Now, with this big pop out here, and the length of this, which I am gonna say is probably about 20 feet long and about 8 feet in front to back depth, and then another good 2 to 3 feet in that pop out there. So what I have seen a lot of, a large built-in safe door there, you now have a safe room for all of your your valuables, guns, anything that you want stored and locked away, that's going to be the place you go. Okay, right off of the basement stairs, when you come down, the first thing you're going to see on this section is a full bathroom with another full large shower, the built-in shelf with the design that matches the floor, granite countertops, and then we're going to walk back into this area. So this is that really cool ceiling that is so unique and fun, and it's got that accent light above, and then a really cool feature there with the fun wood trim to create a really fun, nice accent wall. You have these very large doors again. This is going to be the same size doors you have upstairs going out to the main level. So this area outside, it kind of tears down from the backyard. So you've got some rock retaining that's been installed, and then this area. Now, what can you do with this area? Well, there's a lot of things you could do. You could have like a gas fireplace area. You could have a little patio barbecue area if you wanted. This is a rendition of what it might look like as a finished product. But there's other things you could do too. So lots of ways that you could go about making this a really fun area. I will also point out, you probably can't see it very well, but there is a stone staircase going up to that backyard. So it's not totally blocked off from the rest of the yard. And then this area here is your gym area. So they've already got the flooring, the rubber floor, so you can drop your dumbbells without it damaging the floor. Good sized 9-foot ceilings there. So, and the lights are hanging down right now. They just haven't been fully installed yet. That's why it looks like that. But a really large room here, pendant lights on the wall. This is your second kitchen. Now, it's not a huge kitchen. It's not designed to be huge. You only have one bedroom on this level. And so whether you just, have this for entertaining purposes, if you had somebody living down here separately, they certainly, they would have a full kitchen, even though it's a little bit small. So let me know your thoughts on that. If you think what would you do with this space? Just kind of back up here and show you this whole space. And then this is the bedroom. sorry, this is the laundry and then the bedroom. So laundry right here, again with a sink, upper and lower cabinets. There's your washer and dryer hookups. That same wood floor, they tied it in here as well. And this is the bedroom on this main level, or this basement level, I should say. So good size. Now these ceilings are a little lower. This is probably about an 8-foot ceiling. Yes, it is. It's an 8-foot ceiling because you have the heating vent system and whatnot there. And then you have this walk-in closet, and through this walk-in closet, you can see all the built-ins. Through the walk-in closet comes this bathroom. So you've got a full bath, shower tub, everything ready to go. So that's this bedroom. Now, we're gonna kind of get to the surprise. So I kind of talked about it, I teased about it there in the beginning off the garage. So we're gonna go downstairs in a minute. That's a lower level. So this is the basement level. This is the sub-basement level. And that's where your sport court area is gonna be. But you see this huge staircase? Those stairs lead all the way up to that door that I opened when we were in the garage that was kind of on that far end. So I'm really surprised at how large, wide I should say, this staircase is. This is probably 8 or 9 feet wide. I mean, it's a huge staircase coming down from that garage. What do you do with it? Well, if you notice, I'll back up here. This door is separate from the rest of the house. So this is like an exterior door. And the reason they've done this is they have hookups here for a small kitchen. It's not, obviously it's not a big kitchen at all, but you do have the hookups for your refrigerator here. There's your water line for your ice maker. There's your 220 volt for your oven, and then your sink. Everything is set up. So you'd have a range, sink, oven, and refrigerator there. So kind of a small little area. The only thing that I wish it had were some sort of a family room, because if you're going to rent this, unless it's family that you're renting it to or just having stay, if it's let's say it's a young couple that you're allowing to rent, it's great space, but there's really no kitchen, dining, family room area. So it's more of almost like a studio apartment. So you've got this full shower, which is great, beautiful sink, cabinetry, ties in really well. I think they've done a great job with all of the colors. And this large walk-in closet I think is really fun. The bedroom is right across here. So it's not that it's not rentable. There's obviously a market for it. I just was a little bit disappointed thinking, oh, it would be awesome if it had even a small family room or dining area. So you just have the bedroom, the bathroom, and the kitchen, and then it would be walled off. The other thing, so that would be the locked door that separates the rest of the house from this area. The other thing is that in order to access this section of the house, you have to come through the garage. So if it was an ADU, an accessory dwelling unit, apartment style unit, they would have to get through your garage to get to this level rather than having its own separate entrance from the exterior of the house. But great to have nonetheless. Now, coming down here, and again, this area, they have not finished it off yet. I think something that the builder has decided to do is kind of wait on a few of these last remaining things, like the backyard, like that kitchen area for the ADU, and like this space under the garage. So that's just a rendering of what it might look like if you put a sports court in here. Guys, this is a huge room. I'm just gonna step back here, and it's got great lighting. Sometimes the lights in these rooms are not as powerful as I would like them to be. This one is all that. So this literally is the size of that entire garage space above. And these ceilings are probably, I'll have to check the specs, but that's got to be, if it's not a 20-foot ceiling, it is darn near close. These are tall, tall ceilings, and this is a very large, wide, and long room. I know I'm echoing like crazy. So it does have an HVAC, its own separate HVAC unit, specifically for this room because it's got to be heated and cooled separate from the rest of the house. But tons of things you can do here. I'm going to step out just because it's so loud. I want you to be able to hear me. Kind of come back here and show this rendering. That's what it might look like if you had it finished off. And this is totally negotiable. So depending on how much we offer on the house and what the builder is planning on doing, same thing with the backyard, a swimming pool, a sports court, those kinds of things in the yard. All that stuff is to be negotiated, and they've even mentioned it in the marketing. And so it's a great opportunity to just say, okay, this is what would be most important to us and what we would like to see done here. And really within a short amount of time, it would be able to be completed. Okay, we're gonna head to the backyard now and then complete our tour. Last but not least, let's go see the backyard. I just wanted to point out again, this large sliding glass door, that's an 8-foot opening when you expand it all the way open. There's some cool features out here and some stuff that you could do to really make this thing pop. So excited to show you, come on back. Okay guys, there are not too many places in the valley that boast this kind of a surreal, peaceful, quiet yard. I mean, just look at this behind you. As we come out, I'm just gonna point out one more time, you've got the sliding glass, double sliding glass door from the family room, also that one leading into the dining area, and finally this one leading to the master bedroom. So you'll see here, there's a water spigot hookup there. You have a lot of outdoor patio space here, and then also plenty of covered patio space. I'm gonna take you through here just to see. You've got a nice fan, tall ceilings, a wood beam going across. You have a gas hookup here for a gas grill. This would be a great area to have your grill and smoker, whatever you wanted out this way. And then that is the outdoor AC / heating system for that that sports court in the very lowest level. I showed you that on the wall up on top, and then this is one of the AC units here. So on the back of the house, you have some, you probably can't see it very well. If I got up above, you'd be able to see it, but you have, because you don't have a very high pitch on this section here, it's got a metal roof, which is fantastic. That's exactly what you want to see on a low pitch here in this area, just because we do get a lot of snowfall. And so you don't want to have that be a problem. They have dug away all of this section. So this will all be a large rock retaining wall. And then you have lots of flat space back here. So if you wanted to put a sports court in this area, you certainly could. If you just wanted to grass it off, put a little play structure area, that leads out to your large garage. So I'll just kind of walk you through this section. You can see that they have not put the driveway up. That's on purpose. The reason being, if you decided that you wanted to have a heated driveway, they're prepared to do that. And so that would be an option for you to have that all heated, which is great because we do get quite a bit of snow in this part of the valley. And so yeah, a heated driveway would be fantastic. So like I said, if you wanted to put a sports court here, definitely an option. You could put a swimming pool in this section if you wanted to. The way they had it on that rendering is they had the sports court in this area, and then further on towards this house next door is where they had designed for your swimming pool, built-in swimming pool right in this section here. There's plenty of room for it. I pointed out before, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well. Let me see if I can kind of expand this up and zoom in a little bit. So you can probably see that trail right there. See that trail up above? That's what I'm saying. Like, you can walk right out your backyard and there are trails all through this area where that discoloration on that dirt there, that is another trail system. So there are literally trails that run all the way up. Now we've got some clouds covering Lone Peak, but Lone Peak is one of the large, highest mountain peaks along the Wasatch Front. It's at the top, near the top of those clouds there, again, above 11,000 feet. Pfeiffer Horn is another mountain peak that goes in that direction. You have Box Elder up here, all of those above 11,000 feet. And then you can't really see it very well, but probably the most famous of all of them is Timpanogos mountain range, and it sits beyond these mountains here. So you can't really see it, they're kind of hidden a little bit, but that little canyon area that you can see running up, that is American Fork Canyon. So you're only a few minutes from American Fork Canyon, which has all sorts of hiking. It has a reservoir, great fishing, a little stream running through it. I mean, it is just absolutely fantastic for outdoor enthusiasts. So I mentioned and I showed you from that basement level, that area that could be, you know, maybe a little fire pit area, whatever you wanted to do with it. You could have as a garden area if you wanted, but I'm just from up above here wanted to point out you can see these steps leading down to that section. Front yard is already totally landscaped, ready to go. Let me zoom out here just a bit so you can see the rest of the house from this section. Okay guys, well that's gonna do it for our tour for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, Alpine, as I said in the beginning of this video, it's one of those very exclusive areas of the valley. I think you can see why. It's got these amazing views, the hiking trails, overlooking the lakes, right by the mountain peaks. So much to love about the area, so much to love about this house. I'm really excited that I got to show it to you. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, love to interact with you through the comment section. You can also give me a phone call, shoot me a text message, send me an email. Love to help you out, whether it's in Alpine or anywhere along the Wasatch Front. The Salt Lake Valley is my neck of the woods. This is where I was born and raised. I know it like the back of my hand, and I would love to help you find that next perfect home for you. Okay, until next time, have a great day. Talk to you soon.